Alrighty, hello everybody. Hello everyone, welcome back. Phil here live on the stream, the first of two full gameplay streams for you here today. A full day of streaming. My first day back, I had my day off yesterday to basically run a ton of errands and spend a little bit of time with my wife. Well, that's a lie. I spent the whole day with my wife, just that we were running errands for most of the day, which, you know, it is what it is. That's my life, right? Today is Friday, July 12th, 2019, and I welcome you all to the gameplay stream. Hello, hello. What is up? Hope you guys are doing well. Hope that you are ready for a fun day of chill streaming. Today will be pretty much full-time chill streaming. What I mean by that is we're not doing anything too stressful. We're not doing anything that's like a major new playthrough or anything like that. We're just continuing on with some of my ongoing stuff, and actually the late stream tonight will be a return to one of the chill streams that I had done for a couple months and people really liked, but I had to kind of put it on hold because I was too busy with other new releases in order to get back to it, which is MLB. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Alright, so welcome everyone to the stream. How you doing? FYI, this is going to be a weird streaming week for me. Normally I would stream at least for 5-6 straight days, sometimes 7. I'm only streaming for 4 days and then taking another break for necessary reasons. My wife's work schedule is very weird this week, very odd. And essentially, if we don't take this coming Tuesday as our day off to do stuff, we potentially won't have another day off for over a week. So, you know, kind of tough to you know, have enough stuff around the house to last 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Especially food and stuff, you know. So that being said, I'm going to be streaming today, tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday. And then Tuesday will be the day off. And then after that, I can't even tell you guys yet what the next day off would be or what the streaming schedule will be because we're not even sure. We don't even know yet. We'll have more information hopefully in the next few days, okay? Now, in regards to what you guys can expect coming up for this next weekend, it's kind of up in the air, and allow me to explain. If you follow me on Twitter, you already know the deal, and I strongly recommend to all of you who do like my daily live streams and want to be in the know about everything that's going on, last minute changes, etc., that you do follow me on Twitter. I know that most of you probably do, but if you don't, this would be a good opportunity for you to follow me on Twitter so that you know what's happening. Sadly, I've been talking about this recently, and I guess a lot of people, you know, I don't know if they just thought that I was kidding. I don't know. But essentially right now, I'm in the worst financial situation I've ever been in my entire life. Things are incredibly tight to the point where some bills, you know, aren't getting paid, and bouncing to the point where I have to wait for another payment to come in from Twitch to pay them and stuff. You know, my bank account's been overdrawn 1,000,000 times. I'm not even exaggerating. Like, it's just crazy. And it sucks because I don't want to be in that position. You know, I want to be at a better financial position where I don't have to worry about inconsistency and this kind of shit. But I've just been in this position for a long time now, three straight months basically. The good news is that this month in particular, this last month has been great on stream. I can tell you in particular, not only has attendance gone up on my streams in general, but you guys have been, you know, very generous. Contributions have been up, profit has been up, everything's good. So if we could keep on that trend, you know, potentially we're talking the next couple of months over the summer, then we might actually see a light at the end of this tunnel, you know. But for now, sadly, I'm in a situation where, you know, this is just my reality, is I'm stuck in this kind of a rut. And, you know, in general, I tried a few things this last couple of weeks to try to help with the issue. You know, I started an Amazon wish list on which I put a bunch of stuff where people could purchase either credits on the various gaming networks like PlayStation Store, Xbox Live Store, or Nintendo Shop, as well as, you know, controllers and games and the like. You know, to various effect, I would say it actually has been positive because there were 2 people who bought me $10 credits on PlayStation Network, and one person, Crazy Dream, bought me a controller for the Switch, which immediately was a positive benefit for the streams, because I was able to beat a tough-ass Mario stage in Mario Maker 2 that previously I could not beat on the Nintendo Pro controller, because the D-pad on that thing's a piece of garbage, but I beat it within 25 minutes on this other controller, this Hori gamepad that he had purchased for me, okay? So in essence, alright, the wish list has been a success, but sadly it didn't really work out well enough to the point where I was able to afford today's new release. It sucks. This is the first time in 11 years, right, that there was a new release that I actively want to play and cover, and I can't really do it. I thought I was going to be able to, but, you know, without giving you guys too many ridiculous details that you don't need to freaking know, you know, behind the scenes, you know, any funds that I brought in the past week or so that would have normally gone towards the cost of a game, basically just had to clear bills, all right? And I really tried to pinch pennies and make ends meet, and it just didn't happen. It didn't come together. It sucks, you know, and it's a horrible feeling, because I know you guys wanted to see Dragon Quest Builders 2 today. I wanted to see Dragon Quest Builders 2 today, you know, and it's just a shitty situation where, you know, it didn't come together. I didn't get enough credit on PlayStation Network or anywhere to buy the game. No one gifted it. And by the way, by no means am I saying that this is anyone's fault but mine. You know, it is absolutely my fault that I'm in the situation I'm in. And there is no obligation of anyone ever to ever give anything on my streams or whatever. I don't want anyone to feel like, man, this is because no one gifted stuff. That's not the case. It's because of my failures that I'm in this situation, all right? I wholeheartedly take responsibility for this. It's no one else's fault but mine. And it sucks. But in life, this is a life lesson for everybody. You gotta live with the consequences of your actions. And I'm in a situation now where I am very much living with the consequences of my actions in a shitty, negative way. You know, and it is what it is. I have to live with it. The good news is, it's not like this means that we can't do stuff. I've got a ridiculous amount of fun stuff that we can still play. It just sucks that right now, today, on release day, I can't play Dragon Quest Builders 2. And by the way, this also doesn't mean I'm not playing the game at all. It just means that I just can't play it today. You know, depending on how today's streams go, maybe I can raise enough to actually afford the game, in which case I can buy it and start playing it tomorrow, right? I mean, it very well may happen. I don't know. We're going to see together what happens today, okay? So it's possible that we may get a positive out of this, and maybe I can play it tomorrow. I don't know. But it is what it is. You know, this is life right now for me, and it sucks because, you know, like I said, it's a shitty situation where I want to be able to provide new release content for all of you, and I'm in a part of my life where I can't even guarantee that. Again, I think some people kind of don't believe me, and they think that I'm constantly lying, like they think I'm made of money or something, and that all this time I've been telling you for the past few months that, you know, I don't have money, and, you know, this is a bad situation for me, and people think I'm lying or something, you know. I'm not, you know, this is me being very honest and forthright with you. I'm trying to basically prepare you guys for a day like today, you know, because keep in mind, for 11 years, this has never really happened, and now it has, and it may happen more in the future. You know, just for example, some of the big new releases coming out this month, we've got Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, that's coming out a week from today. That's a playthrough I absolutely want to do, but I need to be able to afford the game. And I even got people lined up to do co-op with me on the Switch in that one, but I need to afford the game. And then we've got Wolfenstein Youngblood the week after. That one's a cheap one. I think that one's only like 20 or 30 bucks. So that one might not be too much of a problem. We've got the Viewer's Choice playthrough coming up, which, by the way, I'm going to have a major update for you guys within a day. I've closed the poll for the Viewer's Choice playthrough, because at this point, I think all appropriate votes are in. And I'm just waiting for an update from my webmaster on what votes are legit and what votes aren't, so that we can proceed with figuring out what game actually is the Viewer's Choice game and go from there. All right. So I will let you know once the Viewer's Choice game is established, then what I'll do is work with you guys to understand what's the best version of said game, so that I can figure out how to get it, and again, how expensive it is. Because if it's a cheap game, great. I could probably play it. If it's a game that's a full $60 release, I don't know if I can afford it. All right? So that's kind of the situation. All right? And that's the truth is that, I wanted to do Dragon Quest Builders balanced with Final Fantasy IX for these 4 days, and then the next week, a couple days until Marvel Ultimate Alliance came out, and then that was going to be the focus. And then after that, doing those two until Wolfenstein Youngblood, and also I wanted to start the Viewer's Choice playthrough. That's kind of the idea I had for the rest of this month, but at this point, I can't guarantee you guys that's what it's going to be. What I can guarantee you is this. I'm going to be streaming no matter what. We've got tons of games to stream. It's just a matter of, what I have and what I can play versus what I can spend. You know what I mean? So that's the deal, guys. So what are we doing today? Let me tell you. Today we're doing Final Fantasy IX, and the good news here is, for those who've been enjoying the playthrough, the last stream of Final Fantasy IX was incredibly productive, okay? Basically, in this situation, I spent about 2 hours last stream doing side content, and I completed the Chocobo side questing, meaning I unlocked the Golden Chocobo, which is the creature needed to do full exploration of the map. So at this point, I can now fully explore the map of the game, and I'm going to be asking viewers today who have played this game before, what do you recommend I do? What side questing is now open to me now that I can go everywhere on the map? What's the best stuff to do in the game? Because I don't know. I've never played this game before. And you guys already, with all of your help and suggestions, I really feel have made the playthrough much better than it would have been if I was just flubbing around not knowing what the hell I was doing. Okay? So, thank you for that. And what I'm hoping today is that, with our focus on more side questing, it could be a chill, fun stream, just interacting with you guys and having fun and doing more cool stuff in Final Fantasy IX, okay? Now, later tonight, it's the return of MLB The Show 19. This is a 100% late-night chill stream. This is a stream where I have a lot of fun just interacting with all of you, and it ends up usually being one of the most, kind of relaxing, fun streams that I do. Kind of sucks I haven't been able to do it in the last couple of weeks, so we're returning to that later tonight. The late night stream around 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, and that should be a lot of fun. Okay? Now, what are we doing for the rest of the weekend? I mean, like I said, this really all depends on how today goes. If today I can raise enough funds to actually afford Dragon Quest Builders, then I'll be playing it starting tomorrow. Okay? But if I can't, then we'll just adjust things on the fly between other streams. Maybe I'll make Judgment a main gameplay stream again for a day. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe I'll do Mortal Kombat 11 as a night stream or something. You know what I mean? Like, there's more than enough stuff for me to do this weekend for the next 4 days. It's not like I have no games to play. It's just that I had a new release schedule that I can't do right now. At least today. Okay? So we'll see. Let's see what happens. If today goes well, then I'll start playing Dragon Quest tomorrow. Okay? If today doesn't go so well, then we'll just do other stuff over the weekend. Okay? Now, another thing, guys. Next week, on Monday, I'm supposed to get paid by Twitch. If that happens properly, then at least in some regards, I should be able to play catch-up. But at this point, I'm so much in the red financially that I don't even know if this payment is going to be enough to... You know what I mean? Like, it's going to cover the stuff I haven't paid. And I have all these bounced payments and stuff that I have to pay now. So, we'll see what happens then. But, it's a lot of factors involved here, okay? And I don't want to sit here talking about my financials all fucking day. I just don't. I'd rather have a nice, chill, fun stream playing games with you guys. So, sorry that I can't play the new release. It sucks. I'm as disappointed as you are. That's just reality. That's life. For those of you who are adults who've been through situations like this before, I'm sure you understand. And it is what it is. I pledge to you that hopefully if I do raise enough, I'll be able to get Dragon Quest Builders and Marvel Ultimate Alliance and all the other games, moving forward this summer. We'll see what happens. Okay? Fair enough? All right. All right, guys, that's the deal. All right? Apologies all around. Nothing else I could really say that much, right? Okay. So, folks, that's the deal. Today, Final Fantasy IX and MLB. Tomorrow's completely up in the air, depending on how today goes. It could be Dragon Quest Builders, and if that is the case, then tomorrow night I'll probably play some more Judgment. But if not, then it'll probably be Judgment as the main stream, and then a chill stream at night, and go from there, depending and see day to day how things go. Okay? So thank you for being understanding. Thank you to those who, you know, are here to be positive and supportive. I appreciate that, you know. And the only thing that I can say here, all right, is you can really tell the people who are just really fucked up and corrupt in the head, because at a time like this when I'm down, right, to attack me and or pile on to the already shitty way I'm feeling is pretty much the most fucked up thing you can do. And there's tons of those people. You know, I announced on Twitter last night, sadly I wasn't going to be able to play Dragon Quest today. And here they come, out of the fucking wordwork, the disgusting fucking slugs of life, to be shitty. It's like, when someone's already down on their luck and down on things going on, now you're going to pile on. You know what I mean? It's one thing if there's someone high and mighty, and then, oh, how the mighty have fallen. I'm not high and mighty. I haven't been in any kind of a situation to say anything like that for quite some fucking time, all right? But what I will say is this, all right? I'm not going to let this deter me. I'm not going to let this defeat me. I've been in bad positions before in my life, all right? And I'm going to do my best to get out of this one. I'm really going to work hard, and I'm going to stay positive, and I'm going to do what I've always do and hope for the best. And it may not work out, but you know what? Ultimately, I'm hoping that if I stick to the course of positivity, that I can get out of this shitty situation I'm in. And I'm going to do exactly what I've always done. I'm going to let these shitheads of the internet who think that this is a funny time to poke on the guy who's already down, right? Kick him when he's down. He's already down and out. Now let's pour a bucket of shit on his head. I'm going to use this opportunity to motivate myself to hopefully come back from it and keep my head up and fight through it. And, you know, that's what I mean. Like, being a negative, disgusting person won't get you anywhere in life. And I know that now. You know, there was a time in my life when I didn't know that, when I was much younger and immature, and I would be an asshole to people. But, you know, I learned from that over the years, there's no point in being a disgusting, negative person at all. And I don't understand it. I'm a person who focuses positively on my own content and not shitting on others constantly. But and I know that there's nothing I can do to stop those people, because those people who do that are so fucked up already in their heads that they would get delight out of, you know, oh my God, someone else is in a bad position. This is great. That's fucked up. You know what I mean? That's really fucked up. It's an immature, disgusting attitude to have in life. Instead of focusing on other people's lives being bad, why don't you focus on making your own life good? But they can't do that. You know, that's in their heads. They just think that it's okay to do nasty shit and revel in the nastiness. And I certainly have been a target of so many people's just attacks and negativity unfairly over the years. And it's just par for the course for me. So again, I'm not going to let this beat me. I'm just going to try to fight through it and keep being positive and put out fun streams. You know, whether it's a new release or not, I'm going to still be here to hopefully entertain you guys and have fun streams with you on a daily basis. Okay, everybody? So apologies. This happened, and apologies that we can't play the new game today. Hopefully things will go positively today, and we will be able to maybe play it tomorrow. If not, it's not like there's not other stuff that we can't do, right? Fair enough. I feel like I've talked about this enough now. Okay? I do. I feel like I've discussed this enough, and we can now move on. So. Sound good? Sound good? Okay. Oh. I almost dropped I picked up my phone, and I almost dropped it on my keyboard, which would not have been good. By the way, as you guys can see, we got quite a lot of asshole trolls in here today. There's not much we could do here. There's not much you could do about it. I apologize that there are trolls in here being dicks, right? Okay, so let's move on. All right, everybody, let's move on. Very simply, guys, rather than doing a giant plug segment today, I'll just be very matter of fact. Right now, I've explained my situation. You guys know how bad it is. So any contributions that you lend today would be greatly appreciated. If you would like to help out, there's a couple ways to help out more than others. The first would be checking out my Amazon wish list and getting me something off of it. For example, PlayStation credits, or, you know, actually gifting me a game, even though I honestly don't think it's possible to gift a game code anymore on PlayStation Network. I think what they did is they removed the game code capabilities or whatever. I mean, that could be wrong, but people were telling me it looks like you can only buy credits now. You can't really gift game codes anymore, because I couldn't even find a game code on Amazon, like, to put on my wish list. But, you know, that's one way you want to help. You want me to play Dragon Quest Builders, you can gift me some credits on PlayStation Network, all right? The way that would work is you go to my wish list, which you can find either below the stream, or you can type ! wish list into the stream chat, all right? And if you do that, it should bring up a link that you can go to. And if you buy something off that wish list, you need to send me the code, because what happens is it sends you the code, which I know sounds really stupid, but it sends you the code for it. Then you need to send me the code via email, and then I can actually use it. Okay? As dumb as that sounds, I know. It's a wish list. You would think that they would fucking just give me the code, but they don't. That's one way you can help. Because obviously if I get enough credits on PlayStation Network, great. Then I can get the game, right? The other way you can help is by tipping me. Tipping me today helps me more than anything, right? And those are funds that I can use right away for things. Now, all the tips for the last week I had to use to pay bills. But if I can raise enough via tips, then I could probably buy the game. So please consider tipping me on today's stream. Again, there's tip button is below the stream. Or you can type ! Tip into the stream chat. All right? Now, if you cheer, sub, or tip during today's streams, I'll give you a shout out. And by the way, many other methods of contribution, such as my Patreon or Teespring, they all help. All right, they really do. I'm not trying to look a gift horse in the mouth or shortchange the amount of help that those things do. But right now, if you want to see me play Dragon Quest Builders, you know, the best ways to help are either the wish list or tipping me. Okay, just being very honest. Now, one other thing, I don't know if this is still going on, but 2 days ago, there was a special thing with cheering. If you use the Bleed Purple cheer mode, it gives 10% bonus bits to streamers. I think that's still in effect. So if indeed you are going to cheer today, please consider using the Bleed Purple cheer mode. It gives bonus bits to any streamer that you cheer for. All right? And that's me or anybody else as well that you may be watching today. It's just a no-brainer. You want to help out some more, you might as well do it, right? Fair enough. All right, guys. So that's pretty much it for the plug segment. I think what we're going to do now, we're going to move on to shout-outs for contributions. Okay? How does that sound? Does that sound good? Okay. Let's do it. All right, guys. Let's see. So, we had a bunch of trolls who were taken care of already, so I'm not going to obviously read their bullshit. But let's get into genuine people. Jingle Massive did a 100-bit cheer on the pre-stream and said, play the Oh Fuck song. I forget which song he's referencing. There's a certain pre-stream song that he really likes. Is it maybe the Motorstorm song? It might be. I'm not sure, but that was the first non-trollish cheer of the day, so thank you very much for that, and let's get you up on the leaderboard. Jingle Massive for that 100-bit cheer. Let's see here. Lego Mario tipped me $1 and said, hold on a second, oops. And he says, I hope that today's stream is good. Oh my god, I keep scrolling off the screen. Okay, let's try this again. Hope today's stream is good. I won't be able to attend tonight's show because I'm heading out to a Train and Goo Goo Dolls concert. Do you remember those bands from the 90s? Indeed I do. Everyone does. Anyone who's into, you know, they called it alternative rock. I don't understand why they called it that, because it just didn't sound like hard rock from like the 80s, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, they were two incredibly popular bands in the 90s. So, yeah, I'm not surprised they still play. They had giant fan bases, and hopefully it's a good concert. Enjoy yourself, Lego Mario. You're the first tipper of the day, so let me go ahead and get Lego Mario up on the leaderboard as the first tipper of today. Thank you very much. Okay. Alright. Continuing on. Jingle Massive Astro cheered again, 145 bits. So can we get rid of the frog emojis? They're annoying as hell. Well, first of all, I wouldn't be able to ever completely get rid of frog emojis because one of the frog emojis is a universal emoji on Twitch. So I wouldn't even be able to have the frog emoji working because there's no way to do it. You know, you'd always have that universal frog emoji. Now, I added in my own frog emojis because I'm okay with the frog meme. I don't see anything really negative about it. We made it our own, even if there was something that maybe had been a negative association to begin with. I have no idea. We made it our own kind of a thing. I don't see anything bad with it as long as it's used in moderation. In general, most of the people who use those emojis do understand that every once in a while it's fun to spam them, but they don't go crazy and completely derail my streams with them. And by the way, I should say I appreciate that. All of you who join in the fun and don't take it, too extreme, that's nice of you because, some people just have no self-control, but you guys have been very, very respectful with that. And in particular, we even had a little bit of fun. A couple times we had like raids and stuff coming into the streams, and people would combat the raids with the frog emojis, which was pretty funny. So I'm totally okay with the meme. I'm totally okay with the frog emojis, and I apologize, Jingle Massive, if you're annoyed by them. But at this point, I see no reason to stop anything with them as long as people use them in moderation, and again, they don't derail. And the thing is, like I said, people have been respectful when I've asked, hey guys, please tone down with it. They do. So thank you for that, and I say we keep it going for now. I see no reason to do anything negative with frog emojis. I think that they're fun. So okay, I wouldn't have added 2 of them to the channel if I didn't think they were fun. Okay, continuing on. B-Boy Cyclone has resale for 32 months. Says, glad you're enjoying Final Fantasy IX. Looking forward to the Final Fantasy 12 playthrough once you get to it. Yeah, more than likely I'm going to eventually play Final Fantasy 12. I almost guarantee it. Being that now that I'm playing Final Fantasy IX, that would have been basically the final numbered Final Fantasy outside of the MMOs that I never played. So, eventually I'm gonna play it. That way I'll have them all under my belt. But yeah, I really am enjoying Final Fantasy IX. It's a lot different from a lot of the other Final Fantasies in a few regards, but at the same time, you guys have made it a really fun playthrough, interacting with me and letting me know about all the secret stuff that I would have completely missed out on if I didn't know about it. So, thank you very much, everybody, for that. And yeah, looking forward to more. So thank you also, B-Boy Cyclone, for 32 months of support. Amazing. Royal Knights. Resub for 2 months. Thank you very much, Royal Knights. I appreciate that. Thank you for the support. Xbox One is garbage. Is resub for 14 months. Says, sorry I haven't been around. I was in the hospital, but I'm back now. Wow, I'm really sorry to hear that Xbox One is garbage. I hope you're all right, man. And by the way, please don't feel obligated to share what happened, in your personal life with anyone. It's no one's business what happened. I'm just happy that you're back. I hope you're doing well. And good to see you back. We missed you. We do. When we have stream regulars who just kind of disappear for a while, you tend to miss them. So thanks. Welcome back. Dolan Darker cheered and said, do you think you'll ever get out of your financial troubles and live happily with your wife forever? I mean, I'm happy living with my wife now. Just being honest. That's not the problem. The problem here is, the other side of stuff. It's not the personal side. It's the money side of things that sucks. But, it is what it is. Will I ever get out of it? The future will tell, right? It depends on how my streams do. It depends on how things behind the scenes go. And I can't tell the future. I would like to feel positive and say yes. But, I'm not some kind of a swami or a future teller. So, we'll see. Not the guy who just banned his resub for 5 months in a row. And says, all hail not the guy who just banned. He's actually hailing himself. First of his name, King of the Andals, First of Men, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms, and Protector of the Realm. I'm pretty sure that's not you, but thank you for the resub regardless. And Dark Dole has tipped me $10. Thank you very much, Dark Dole. You are the top tipper of the day. Let's get you up on the leaderboard here. There we go. So up to $11 in tips today. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. Much appreciated, man. Now Vote Communist did 100-bit cheer and is basically criticizing me because he's saying, basically, I'm saying that I can't afford $60 games yet. Whenever it's a AAA release, I'm rushing to buy every single one, and then some of them end up becoming duds. Vote Communist, I'm not going to sit here and debate you. The bottom line is I have no idea what's good and what's not anymore because there's so many different games coming out, and you're absolutely right that a lot of the AAA releases end up being duds. At the same time, half the time when I skip a release, people yell at me and say, why did you skip it? At this point, if I wait for game reviews to come out, people tell me, oh, why did you do that? You're supposed to be the person who plays it on release and judges for himself, and why do you believe game reviews? If I don't wait for game reviews and I rush to buy a game, people yell at me and say, oh, why did you do that? Now you wasted money on a bad game. So it seems like you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. People are just going to basically be dickheads to me no matter what. And I'm kind of used to it at this point. I do my best to try to judge whether or not something's worth playing. And a lot of the times, for example, with games like A Plague Tale, I've waited until people told me it was good, and then I tried it and it ended up being incredibly good. In a case like The Sinking City, most people were telling me the game looked good before it came out. I bought it, and then it ended up being a stinker. There's not much you could do about that. It happens. That's the nature of the beast when you're a gaming content creator. You got to take chances sometimes, and sometimes they pay off, and sometimes they don't. You see what I mean? So that's, again, I know this is something different for many of you. You're not used to this. You're used to me being able to afford every release, and now I'm in a situation where I can't, and now you're going to give me shit. I mean, go right ahead, I guess. There's not much I could do about it, but that's life, and I do my best to try to choose the best releases when I can. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't, you know? And I understand there's some people disappointed right now because they wanted to see Dragon Quest Builders 2 and didn't give two shits about Sinking City, and you're like, damn, you really wasted your money on that one, right? I mean, you're right, but there was no way for me to know that. Okay? So, it is what it is. Frog's Playing Golf Cheer. He said, have you ever thought about running a special event to raise funds like those 2 events you did before you went to Connecticut? Listen, the truth of the matter is, those events, as effective as they were, because they were, and they helped me out a ton, especially with my tax issues earlier this year, they're only effective when you do them every once in a while. You can't just constantly be doing those fucking events and expect that people are going to care. You know what I mean? And that's the case is, no, people are not going to constantly come out, oh, I'm doing a special event today to help out with this financial issue and this. It doesn't, that's not how it works, you know? In that case, that was a situation where I absolutely had to raise as many funds as possible to get past a hurdle, or else I was going to be screwed when it came to my federal taxes, and there was no way out, okay? And that's why I did it. So, and by the way, it helped out tremendously, so again, anyone who helped back then, thank you very much. But that being said, if you just do that constantly, it loses its effectiveness. And I feel it would be a massive disrespect to my viewership to just be constantly running event after event after event. You know what I mean? That's just dumb. Okay? So, no, I'm not going to be doing another one of those. Oh, here we go. This is a $3. Now, this is hilarious. A $3 troll tip where I'm not going to read it. I'm not going to read the name of the person. I'm not going to give any credit whatsoever. Yet they tip me $3 as if there's something effective by doing that. What a complete waste of time. Okay, then. Dolan Darker did 111-bit cheer wondering why I don't declare bankruptcy. Well, if you actually knew anything about bankruptcy, you would know that there's several qualifications and things that you need in order to qualify for it. I'm nowhere near that right now, okay? Basically, things would have to get even worse, even though they're bad now. Things would have to get much worse for me to even qualify. So, you know, that's why. And by the way, what I do behind the scenes financially, you know, is none of anyone's business. Okay, so that's the best answer I could give you. I couldn't do it now if I wanted to, and it's none of your business if and when I do. Okay? An anonymous cheerer did a 100-bit cheer. Thank you very much to the anonymous cheerer. I appreciate that. An anonymous gifter gifted a sub to Lamb Dingo. So congrats to Lamb Dingo, and thanks to the anonymous gifter, I guess. Then I got a cheer from a troll. A very nice cheer from an idiot who actually thinks that I care. So let me go ahead and get rid of them. There we go. Let's see here. What the Schmeck tried to do the bleed purple cheer mote, but apparently spelled it wrong. I think they put a space in there and said, "Hope all is well. And you consider getting a Patreon in order to have fans fundraise for games." I have a Patreon. I've had a Patreon for quite a while, man. I talk about it on every pre-stream. I'm pretty sure you know that, and you're probably just trolling. An anonymous gifter gifted us up to Sung Kwan. Congrats to Sung Kwan. I'm receiving the gifted sub. And thank you to the anonymous gifter for the support. Ripley Atomic did a 50-bit cheer and said, would you be interested in a pistol or sidearm challenge in Blackout? And I tip you $5 for every kill. I mean, the bottom line is, could I do it? Yes. Would it be entertaining to the viewership? I don't know. The reason people like my Blackout streams is because those are opportunities for me to kind of relax and chill and hang out and talk with people while I actually still do well in the game, which is hilarious that I do. So you're essentially changing the whole design around the Blackout streams if I were to do something like that. Now, by the way, I'm not shooting down the idea. I'm not. I'm just saying, if I were to do that, it would be very different. So I'm curious how many people would be interested to see me do a Blackout stream where I'm doing like a challenge run like that with a bounty or whatever, right? So let's continue, shall we? Hodor Targ cheered. He says, have you sought any help regarding personal finances? Hodor Targ, I'm going to say this again. None of your business. You're not going to be able to help me. I'm not going to give you any information about my personal shit behind the scenes because it's not going to help me to do so. It'll just be used against me. Thanks for cheering, and that's it. Moving on. Master Shake tipped me $1. He said, have you heard of Teppen? It's a mobile card battle game featuring Capcom characters. I've never heard of it. Teppen? No. And that sounds weird. What the hell does the word Teppen mean? How does that apply to Capcom? Never heard of it at all. Not really into mobile gaming. Like I said, at one point, I kind of was. Until it got to the point where every mobile game that I was playing became, oh, spend a ridiculous amount of money to even fucking do anything in it. And being that I'd much rather spend money on important stuff like my life, my business, rather than a stupid mobile game. That's why I basically stopped caring about mobile games. So I don't have any ideas about that. People are saying I got baited. No, he put Teppen. What are you talking about? Now people say, you got baited because it sounds like Tevin. I mean, maybe that's the case. If that's the case, that's one of the worst trolling attempts I think I've ever heard in my entire life. You know, that sounds really stupid. I mean, that's really pathetic. If that is the case, that's completely lame, and who gives a shit? By the way, who got baited? Because I'm the one who got a tip out of it. So I don't even understand. Alright, anyway, let's continue. It's pathetic. An anonymous cheer did a 100-bit cheer. Thank you very much for the anonymous 100-bit cheer. Much appreciated. Jingle Massive did a 400-bit cheer. So that makes Jingle Massive still the top cheerer. Already was. But now, once again, still the top cheerer. And Jingle Massive says, I've been drinking since 10:30 a.m. I love the streams. Keep your head up and play on. Well, I am going to do that. However, I must recommend if you're drinking early in the day, that's probably not a good idea. Especially if you have anything you need to do today. You probably shouldn't be drinking. Just saying. But, far be it for me to criticize someone's lifestyle choices, but I'm just saying, okay? Oglop Trainer did a 100-bit cheer and says, if you're talking about kicking people when they're down, what about all those people on Twitter that you shit piled on? Well, first of all, I don't do it all the time, at all. The few times that I ever have really done stuff like that is because those people shat on me first for no fucking reason, okay? It's as I've said, there's a difference between punching up and punching down. Most of the people who shat on me punch down onto me. And I don't even know who the fuck they are, nor do I care. Like, I'll just give you an example. Some of the people that they're actually mentioning here. Pro Jared, two best friends play, Machinima, etc. These are all either people or companies that treated me badly, despite the fact that I never did anything negative to them. In fact, Some of those people, I don't even know who the fuck they are, right? When the hell did I ever say something negative about two best friends player Pro Jared? Yet they shat on me, so they got their comeuppance. You know, that's different, completely different than the situation happening to me right now. But again, you need common sense to actually understand that, which you don't have any. So thank you for the 100-bit cheer, and let's move on. Alka de Ripa did a 100-bit cheer. Thank you, Alka de Ripa, for a 100-bit cheer, okay? Now Dolan Darker Cheater says, why do you have both a wish list and a Patreon? Because sadly with my Patreon, there's not much I could do with it. I have some pretty interesting perks for those who want to get like personal interactions with me. But outside of that, I can't do much else with my Patreon. Reason being, trolls have already said, well, if Phil ever had exclusive content linked to his Patreon, we'd just sub to his Patreon to then steal that content and put it all over the internet, so it would be no incentive for anyone else to do stuff with his Patreon. So, you know, also, I have become more stream focused in the last 2.5 years, and since I did, it became very hard for me to tie anything to my Patreon, so my Patreon has seen a mass decline in contributions over the last 2.5 years as I've become more of a full-time streamer. Therefore, it makes more sense to have an Amazon wish list that ties to the streams rather than focusing on my Patreon. So there's your honest-to-God answer. R. Kelly tipped me $1. I said, me and Jeffrey are innocent. All we did was order some pizza. Of course. You know what's funny to me about the whole R. Kelly situation? All right? And this is being very honest here. People were basically making fun of R. Kelly for being basically a pedophile and someone who dealt with like let's be honest, trafficking of women as early as the Chappelle Show. You know when the Chappelle Show came out? The early 2000s. So it took like 15 plus years to get this motherfucker. Like 15 plus years to get him when everyone kind of publicly knew that this guy was doing this shit so long ago. It took this long to get him enough evidence together. I mean, holy shit. I mean, I remember the Piss on You song from the Chappelle Show. You know, drip, 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 gonna pee on you, gonna pee on you. That was a song about him peeing on an underage girl. And back then it was like, oh, it's funny to make fun of him for it. It's like, no, actually it's a heinous crime. But for some reason, we didn't take it seriously until recently, and now they got the guy. So, I don't know. Okay, so there you go, guys. So anyway, that was a $1 tip. Let's get that up on the leaderboard. Some guy did a 100-bit cheer. His name is actually Some Guy, by the way. He says, I want to donate the game, but I need to know what platform and how much the game is. We'll try to buy a gift card, if not donate it through PayPal. I mean, it doesn't really matter what platform, quite frankly. I think this is a game that it's not really going to perform better on any console. I would probably prefer it on PlayStation 4. But if you wanted to get it on another platform for whatever reason, I can't imagine why. I could still play it on Xbox One or on my Switch. Okay. If you're serious, which I hope that you would be serious if you're bringing this up. Yeah, if you can get like a PlayStation Network credits, a gift card for around $60, that should cover it. Because I honestly believe I have around $10 of credit on PlayStation Network. So, a $60 card would be enough to cover the cost of the game plus tax, because I have enough to cover tax. Now, if you're saying you want to, tip me via PayPal, you could do that too. So, either way would be fine if you're seriously interested about it, and thank you for even considering it. It would be awesome if I could start playing it tomorrow. Okay? Here we go again. Someone getting up in my shit. The bottom line is, it's none of your business. Someone cheering, I want to know all the specifics behind the scenes of your financials to know why you can't afford the game. Fuck off. How about that? How about that? How about, it's none of your business. I tell you like it is. You can accept it or not. But stop getting up in my shit. How about that? Okay, then. Because it's hilarious, too. People give me shit. Phil went out yesterday with his wife. I bet he spent a ton of money. Yeah, you want to know what I spent money on? We went to Chick-fil-A and ate at Chick-fil-A. That's what we ate when we were out. So it was under $20. And then we went grocery shopping. And that's pretty much it. Kat had some essentials and things she needed to get for her job that she paid for, and that was it. We basically nickel and dimed it all day for the essentials that we needed. So, again, none of anyone's fucking business, but this is the shit that people make up. Phil went out yesterday and spent several $1,000s on his day out, and now he can't afford the game for today. Ah, fuck you. Will vote Democrat Cheaty says, why are the trolls so hard tonight? I think you know why. I told you, I knew this would be like this because this is the first time ever that I've been in a situation like this, So again, the shitheads love to come out and pile on when you're already down. And there's a difference between if someone shat on you constantly and it's time for comeuppance versus, we always shit on Phil, but now we'll also shit on him again, even extra when he's down and out. But like I said, I'm not going to let this beat me. I'm not going to let this deter me. I'm going to use this as motivation to come back stronger and hopefully be able to get out of the situation. So, thank you, DSP's Proctologist, for $1 tip. I really have no idea what the hell you're talking about, because that's not what's happening on the stream, and so therefore, I'm not even going to read it. Okay, then. Slugs Playing Golf cheered, and give a shout-out to a guy who just went to jail for trafficking of women. Well, I'm not going to do that on my stream either. But thank you for the cheer regardless. Okay. So I think that we are good. I think I've covered everything, right? I'm just trying to remember in the top of my head if there's anything else I need to cover. I don't think so. Insomniatic Me just did a 200-bit cheer. And by the way, he used the Bleed Purple cheer mode to confirm that it worked, and it does. It still gives away the 10% bonus bit, so thank you for that. There's another thing people could consider. Instead of one person buying a $60 gift card, 6 people could just do like $10 each, and it's easier if it's, plus it is for content. Right. Okay. All right. Master Shake tipped me another $1 and said some crap about this stupid card game again that I'm not going to talk about. Thank you for the $1 tip. I don't know if you're trolling or not at this point, but whatever. Dark Doll to me another $10 and said, are you going to have a baby? No. Again, this has nothing to do with that. I don't know why people are getting these crazy ideas. These insane ideas about a baby and shit. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know what it is that people just have to, because I don't tell you guys everything anymore, right? I don't. Because I have a private life and private things that go on behind the scenes that have been affecting me negatively, and I don't tell you every aspect of my life anymore like I used to a couple years ago. People now have to make up insane, crazy, out there theories. They're having a baby and they don't want to say it and this and that. No. Why wouldn't I tell you if that were the case? You know what I mean? Why on earth wouldn't I tell you? Just because I'm down on my luck because of a bunch of shit doesn't mean that, there's some crazy reason. And by the way, it's none of your business, again, what the reason is. These are just fucked up people who just want to know every aspect of my life. They have to be in my shit constantly. It's just nuts. But there you go, guys. That's it. Oh, here we go. This is great. Someone literally just said in the stream chat that I have an offshore bank account. What? What the fuck? I have an offshore bank account. You got me. You got me. I'll be living in the Cayman Islands before you know it. You got me, man. People are so fucking stupid. But you see what I mean? This is how dumb they are and how crazy they are. Phil's having a baby. Phil's got an offshore bank account. Phil's this, Phil's that. It's insane. And this is what happens when you fill your life with garbage drama and crap instead of meaningful stuff. Like, you become someone who just needs to fucking obsess over nonsense. Alright? This is stupid shit. Anyway, enough about that foolishness, okay? Alright, guys, so let's end the spree stream. It's gone on long enough, alright? We're going to have a fun interactive stream of Final Fantasy IX today. Apologies it can't be Dragon Quest. It is what it is. Maybe today things will go well to the point where I'll be able to afford Dragon Quest tomorrow. That would be very nice. I don't know if that's the case. We'll find out by the end of today, and I'll let you know. Okay? That being said, thanks for a supportive pre-stream. thanks for understanding. Thanks to those who did not turn this into a fucking field day to insult me and just do, you know, awful things to me. It is what it is, because some people will always do that, right? And there's not much I can do about it. Some people are just going to be disgusting to me, and, you know, I guess that's life. So, if you want to help out the most today, there are two ways you can help. Either take a look at the Amazon wish list and consider getting something off of there, in particular one of the credits for one of the, you know, the credits for one of the things there, services there, whether it's, you know, PlayStation Network or Nintendo Store or whatever. Or please consider tipping me. Those are the two ways today that are going to help me more than anything, and we'll see how it goes. All right? Fair enough? Make Yusha is saying, I've heard that Dragon Quest Builders 2 for the Switch has really bad loading time, so if people are actually going to try to help today, they should try to get it for the PS4. Fair enough. I didn't know that. If people are saying that it's bad for the Switch, then maybe we, you know, shouldn't get it for the Switch. Fair enough. Like I said, probably my preferred platform would be PS4 anyway, because primarily I play most releases on the PS4, right? Okay. All right, everyone. Let's end the pre-stream. Bullet Brand says, why would you get it for the Switch anyway? Well, for me, to have something to play on the Switch, I guess. The only other game I've been playing on the Switch recently is Mario Maker 2, right? There's really nothing else to play on it, so I guess that's why. But all right. So, thank you guys. Let's end the pre-stream. Let's begin with Final Fantasy IX. Let's have some fun. I don't know what side content you're going to want me to do in Final Fantasy IX to start, but I hope you'll help me and guide me to find the best stuff in the game. And we'll go from there. Hopefully today will be a fun day of side questing, open world stuff. And then, you know, eventually we get back to the plot. But I think, you know, people said there is a lot of side content in this game. So hopefully it's enough to have a fun stream. Okay, everybody? What's funny is people are saying so many lean-in bans. I'm not leaning in and banning anybody. I think people are actually getting banned by Nightbot. Let me see. Yeah, pretty much. It looks like a lot of people are just being idiots and getting banned by Nightbot. So, okay. Thank you guys very much, and let's begin.